everyone. So I wanted to do a really quick video on my recovery because I looked at YouTube and I couldn't find anyone who had done any, and so I just wanted to, put one out there in case anyone else had this problem. But I'm going to show you on my left foot. I actually do have the pain in my left foot too. Sorry, something bit me. But obviously I can't show you on my right foot right now because I just had my surgery. Today is, it's like Tuesday morning at like 5. So I had my surgery Monday afternoon. So I've always had this pain here. Let me try and put in the light. It's like right here in my heel, like the bone. And it was just this horrible pain. I have it on I do have it on my left foot, but my left foot is like on a scale of 1 to 10. Daily, I'm like at a 1 to 2 as far as pain. And then on days if I'm doing a lot of walking or something, it can get up to like a 7 or 8. But my right foot was always at a 7 or 8. I've always had the pain there, and it gets pretty bad. So, massages like with like your knuckle would help. Anything that I could put weight on, but that I could angle, because it was always like almost at an angle, like in, or directly on. Light massages like this don't faze me. That didn't do anything for me. So I've had this pain for about 6 years. The left foot just started to get worse this last probably year and a half. And I've also had pains on the sides of both my feet, but that's almost like that comes and goes, and that you can massage or apply some weight on it and it goes away. I've had cortisone shots. The first couple times I got it, it did work. The first time lasted about a year. Second time lasted about 6 months. The beginning of this year, last year, February of last year, I found a new podiatrist. I started saying he was giving me the cortisone shots like every 2 weeks, every time I was visiting, because they weren't working. Most podiatrists are completely against it because it's a form of Achilles tendonitis. Your Achilles has a higher chance of rupturing, which is really bad. So they don't like to put it there. So why this guy was giving it to me every 2 weeks, I don't know. But, and I could feel it. It definitely was hitting the nerve where I felt the pain. It just wasn't phasing me. It's usually really bad, like after the first 1 or 2 days. And after that, it's supposed to be better. And in my case, it was really bad for the first 1 or 2 days. And then it would just go back to the normal pain that I was feeling. So in August of this year, I found a new podiatrist. He did the x-rays. There is a bone spur, which is almost like a hook like that. And it's like in my heel right here. Most people have it in their actual heel, like right here. And that they call that plantar fasciitis. And so a lot of people have pain like when they're stepping because it's directly on your heel. I actually don't have any pain there, but I have this hook here. So actually a lot of people have bone spurs and they live with it because it doesn't cause the actual pain. It's just kind of like a deformity that forms because of the inflammation, for an extended period of time. So because you get this inflammation here and you're always on your feet, you're always walking, never has a chance to properly heal. So I guess the inflammation kind of gets worse and the bone spur forms and all of that. So the official name for this is Achilles tendonitis RetroCalcaneal Bursitis, which is where I have the pain. The retro is the back of your heel, the calcaneus is your heel, and the bursitis is it almost looks like a little worm, and that is inflamed. So I found a lot of actual videos of the actual surgery being performed, though most of them are related to the Achilles, like runners and people who are like marathon walkers and things like that, or athletes where their actual tendon ruptured. I actually never had any pain in my calf or the actual Achilles. My pain begins almost like right in that groove where your heel kind of can go in, and it extends to this circle, and most pain being right in the middle and then along the sides. So Dr. Auger, which is the doctor I found in Brandon, he did my first consult, talked about the bone spur. He told me that's really not what's causing the pain, it's the actual inflammation. So he gave me an anti-inflammatory medicine, which is like a pack, and it's like the first day it's like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So every day you take the whole set of pills, and then it gets less and less until you're done. And that is supposed to help the inflammation go down, because once you can get the inflammation down, then your pain, subsides. So it didn't do anything. I actually had really bad back pain a lot of times, and during that period it had gotten worse, and so my upper back was hurting, which is not normal for me. So when I took this medicine, it actually made my back feel better, which he said was a possibility, but it didn't do anything for my foot. So he said, we're gonna do physical therapy. That was the only thing I had not tried at this point, and we'll see how it goes. We'll do it for a month, and then if that doesn't work, he said surgery. I don't want to keep wasting your time, and it's been long enough that we just need to go ahead and get it taken care of. So physical therapy did not do anything for me. I was going 3 times a week, and I actually only ended up going for 2 weeks because I felt it was a waste of time. I'm paying $100 a visit, $75 to $100 a visit because of my copay. My insurance, I had like a $500 copay, or not copay, deductible that had to be met before they kicked into the 20%, 80%, where they pay 80, I pay 20, which would bring it down to like $20, but still, it wasn't working. Extreme heat did help to relieve it temporarily, and stretching, you feel better when you're stretching, but again, it's very temporary and minimal, but the heat, it's almost like a wrapping like this. They wrap it around your whole foot, and that kind of alleviates the pain, but very temporary. So after about 2 weeks going 3 times a week, I was like, this isn't working, so we scheduled surgery. So if you look it up on YouTube, you will find a lot of videos for this surgery. So basically what they do is they cut you open, like here, depending on if you actually have the Achilles, it might be higher, but mine was, I think it's like this, so from, the heel to maybe like around here. And the point is to cut it open, shave the bone to remove the deformity, repair the Achilles, and then they drill 4 holes. They remove the bursitis, which is the little worm, and then you get like 4 holes, and it reattach it to the tendon, and it's almost like to provide like an extra level of support for the tendon, to attach it back to. Then they reattach it and they close it up. So surgery so far has gone well. I'm still less than 24 hours post-op, so they did apply a block in the back of my knee, so my foot is still really numb, but I can wiggle my toes. It just feels like it's asleep, and it's kind of waking up, but not totally. So I have been taking Percocet. Here's my medicine here, oxycodone acetaminophen, which is another form of Percocet. Every 4 to 6 hours, depending on pain. I do feel slight pain where I am assuming the incision is. I haven't seen it, but I'll show you on this. But I almost feel it like right here, kind of, is what it feels like. And it's not extreme pain, just almost like I can tell something's there, almost like something, like I was laying on a Lego or something. So it's kind of bothering me, but not like pain, like, oh my god, I'm gonna die so far. He did say it probably would be, once the block goes off, I'll probably feel it more. But like I said, I can wiggle my toes. I've been keeping my foot elevated. I've been icing it. It's supposed to be like 20 to 30 minutes on and off until you sleep. My ice melted, and I'm actually staying in a hotel, so I didn't want to go out there and walk with my crutches and a bucket of ice, because then I wouldn't have been able to do it. So there's my crutches right there. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I've been really kind of trying to watch the swelling, make sure I don't get swollen. It's kind of hard to tell, because I can really only see my feet. When I wiggle my toes, I don't feel pain there. I do feel a little bit more, almost like the tenderness of the pulling right in the back of that heel area right here. And my follow-up is Friday. Like I said, today is Tuesday now. So I'll keep you guys up to date and let you know, how it looks and what the next step is. But I just wanted to, put a video out there for people who may be feeling the same pain and just want information. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop your comments below, and I'll be happy to answer anything to the best of my ability.